And we are back. Ask Me Anything, episode 237. First and foremost, I want to say welcome to all of the recent new subscribers. As you guys may or may not have noticed, I've been dedicating a lot of time and energy to, what's up, Elizabeth, to upload in YouTube Shorts, as that seems to be the only thing left that YouTube is still organically pushing. Adapt or die. There's a lot of content creators basically just giving up because their reach has plummeted. Um, and I just kind of figured that it doesn't make any sense to complain and whine and bitch about it. Might as well accept it and go where the opportunities are. And shorts seem to be the way. What's up, Black Dove? What do you think the meaning of life is? Um, this is something I wrote about in my book, and I've talked about extensively. I truly believe the only, I spent a great deal of time thinking about this, trying to be rational, trying to be logical, trying to take the emotion out of it. And when you really break it down, the only real job that we have is to survive, to make it to the next day. And I think that's why we are so good as a species at overcoming adversity. I learned that lesson when I got my first cancer, and when I went from being a 24-year-old who basically was figuring out how to make as much money as possible, which career to pursue. I had all these different goals and directions and questions, and then I got my cancer, and all of a sudden, all of my goals and my entire mission was reduced to one simple thing: being you just have to survive. You have to make it to the next day, and then all the doctors and surgeons and family and friends would be super happy and proud. And I vividly remember how good it felt to live up to the task of surviving. And then even after the cancers and stuff, like obviously it's something that never really goes away because of the effects being here on a daily basis. But I think I'll give you a great example: the war in Ukraine. People in Ukraine right now are going through such a hard time, and then when we are watching this at home on our TV, a lot of people go like, "I can't believe they're doing that. Like, I can't believe they're hanging in there. They're fighting. They're sticking together." And me, it's the opposite. I can believe it because that's what people do. If it's do or die, you would be shocked at like how easy, relatively easy, of course, it becomes to do because you don't have any other options. Like we are just constantly drowning in an ocean of options. Why is our youth depressed? Why are our teenagers so messed up? Because they have too many options and they don't know which one to pick. So it's analysis paralysis. They freeze up and end up doing nothing. And in that way, life used to be a lot easier, a while ago. Because you just had to take the path of least resistance. You just had to follow society's lead. And now it's like you can be an astronaut, you can be a surgeon, you can be an AI engineer. What are you gonna be? Every single teen in the entire world. Have you met all of them? And then of course I'm speaking in yeah, I'm not even gonna entertain your this type of bullshit, boy. So if you wanna have a real conversation, if you wanna start nitpicking semantics, then you do you, buddy. Where do you get your will to survive when you get tired of trying every day? Is that question okay? Of course, is that question is okay. Any question is okay. That's why it's called Ask Me Anything. Um, yeah, I mean, again, like I don't see. It's hard to convey because I just never saw another option. Like I said, it's do or die. So if people are asking me like, do you get tired of trying what exactly? Trying to receive the gift that is life. I think if you're at the point where you're already debating whether or not you should continue to try to live, you should really seek help. You should really seek like at that point you're basically suicidal. You just don't really know it yet, I think. So that's what I like. It's not really. I never have to ask myself, do I want to keep trying? Do I want to keep pushing? Like, come on, man. Life is so fucking great. Like, how is that even the question? And again, like, can anybody give me a viable alternative? Can anybody offer me a a better option than life? I don't think so. Anyway, as I was saying, um, I've been putting a lot of time and energy into making these shorts, and ironically, I always wanted to convey my message in a way that it was complete, that I took my time with it, that I really helped people understand what I was trying to say. And ironically, I put all this time into making all these long ass videos and long vlogs, and because that's how I like to consume content, like long format content and long form content. And but then I kind of realized at some point, I can just like literally take 1/10 of that video or 1/1000th and put it in a short, and people will gravitate towards that because that's just where we're at. So you can complain about it, you can complain about people's short attention span, or you can just accept it and roll with it and understand that that is what it's gonna be. What's up, Elaine? How you doing? Happy afternoon to you. I hope the weather in Italy is better than here. Well, it's not bad here. It's just extremely cold and gray, which is to be expected for Belgium come December time. I don't mind, but that is why you see me permanently with the beanie on right now. Because it's cold, man. It's cold. All right, guys, you know the drill. Ask me anything. It's raining. Oh man, we don't got rain, so guess it's better here than it is in Italy. I'll be going to Lanzarote soon to surf. I'll be doing my annual surfing trip beginning in January. It's like 24 degrees, 23 degrees there. It'll be nice and warm. Not hot, but just like pleasant. Definitely looking forward to that. How are you? Good? Nothing special. Friday as usual. Coaching a client right after this. Already coached two clients before this call. Went to the gym. And next week, I'll be starting the moving process for my flat. So I know I've been saying this for a while, but it's really the last days now in this place. And I am just trying to appreciate the moment, take the last few days in, and that's about it. Nothing special, just stable. Putting a lot of time and effort into the gym right now. Stronger and bigger than I ever been, so that's fun. It's a good feeling to know that you've hit a new level, that you're at a new stage when it comes to your physique and your strength, and it's addicting. Like first thing when I hop up out of bed, like I rush to the gym. It's an exhilarating feeling, and I wish I could give that to everyone. That's why I keep saying like there's nothing easier than working out. Once you really love that, so easy. And that's why at the same time you should not put gym guys and fitness influencers on a pedestal. Like they get way too much credit. Giselle Jimenez, sending love from New York. Montón de gracias, Giselle. Me alegro. I'm just assuming you speak Spanish because of your last name, but thank you so much. What part of New York are you from? It's cool to see new subscribers. It's fun. New people entering the tribe. What's up, Eternal Outlaw? I'm good, man. Just sipping on this hot coffee. Ah, the Bronx. Nunca he visitado the Bronx, pero quiero. Solo he estado en New York algunos días, creo que 2 o 3 días y la verdad es que no recuerdo mucho. Tenía 21 años y entonces es mucho tiempo atrasado. Yeah, the Bronx. Fat Joe, Terror Squad. I was just listening to a Fat Joe song this morning, My Lifestyle. It's a classic. All right, we got 6 people in here. So for those who are new to the concept, the format, you can ask me anything, whether it's a fun question, whether it's a serious question, whether you need some advice. Papuna, I started to get in a relationship now. We talk nice, but sometimes she asks, "Why do you write to me? Am I like nice friend to have?" I'd say it to face, but can't do the financial stuff. I don't get it, boy. What are you saying? We talk nice, but she asks, "Why do you write to me?" So she's asking you why you text her? Oh, I'd say it. So you're living in a different location and you can't see her. I want to say I like her, but can't invite her right now. You mean invite her to your country? That's a very confusing. I'm trying my best to figure out what you're trying to say, but I feel like you definitely worded that in the most complex manner possible. Sorry to confuse you. I have financial difficulties. I want to invite her in a bar or something. Yeah, the word bar was very important. Um, okay, I got you. Right. Okay. So you like she's complaining why she's not like why you're not taking her out to nice places, why you're not taking her out for dinner. Um, dude, honestly, man, I wish I could give you like this crazy advice, but it's just the truth, man. I tell my clients all the time, like the truth shall set you free. Just literally tell her, like, I like you a lot. This is my vision. I'm working on reaching XYZ. I'll be hopefully making more money in the future. But I'm grinding to get there. But right now, taking you out to eat is not in the cards financially. And if that's an issue, I totally understand. I respect it, but then we should, discontinue. It is what it is. Like there's no point in avoiding that topic or trying to um, keep up the illusion that you got more money than you actually do. Thanks, man. Your lies are always to sit with, friend. Thank you, man. Thank you for actually asking or bringing good stuff to the table and questions. Like we got way too many people just anonymously lurking. It's like sometimes I'll sit here for a minute and there's no question and there's like 15 people and it's like, well, they're all watching, so we might as well make the best of it, right? Eternal Outlaw. Checked out the shorts you made, man. Was stressing about my car messing up. Realize it is what it is. That makes me happy, Eternal Outlaw. I'm so happy that my little short was able to do that for you. Thank you, man. And it is what it is, you know. Like he who suffers more than necessary will suffer more than necessary. Like it's really true. For example, right now, like a lot of people are worried about the world and the direction of the world, where it's heading, and they're like, like the world's going to hell. And I keep telling them, like, if you keep walking around with that idea, then the world has already gone to hell. If you keep worrying about a hypothetical reality that hasn't occurred yet, then that has already become your reality. So, and that's why I'm also a strong advocate of not watching the news all day. Michael Aurelius Brutus. Do you need to train to get a six pack? Is there any shortcuts to a great physique without training and steroids? No shortcuts, just patience, consistency in a long time. You do. I mean, you don't need to train to get a six pack. You just need to. If that's your only goal, which is a silly goal, may I add, but then you just need to cut calories, do a cut, go in a caloric deficit, meaning that you'll eat less than your body needs, and then you're going to shred fat and muscle. And sooner or later, you're going to have a six pack, but it's not going to do you any good because you're going to be skinny and weak. What I recommend you to do is to go in a moderate surplus of calories. So just eat like 300 calories more than you need and train your ass off. But yeah, but you don't need steroids, man. Like I've got a pretty good physique. I'm really happy with my physique. I'm pretty damn strong, in my opinion, at least. Um, According to real life standards, not YouTube fitness standards. Because if you compare yourself to YouTube standards, you're always gonna look weak and look shitty. Because YouTube tends to zoom in on the 0.01% of freaks, genetic freaks, strength wise and physique wise. Then on top of that, are also using steroids. So if you compare what you can, lift and what you can do compared to them, you're always going to be like, I ain't shit. So don't do that. You can do something that doesn't cost anything. Oh yeah, absolutely, Elena. But I'm assuming he's already doing that, right, Papuna? Because you're needing her, so I'm sure take her to the park, ride her up home. I think to go to a walk or go in a cafe for tea and cake. Yeah, that's plenty, man. That's fine. You don't need to do more. And dude, what's even better is just cook for her. Like I think going out to eat is highly overrated. I think what's much cooler is you cook together. You open a bottle of wine while you're cooking, put on some music, put on the XX. It's a great soundtrack, and then you cook together. It's fun. You're drinking a glass of wine. You're having fun. You're doing something. You're interacting, and you get to see her cooking skills. Giselle Jimenez, you have inspired to go on with life. I recently was in a dark place and things were not going good in my life, but I for sure have a different outlook on life now. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you, Giselle. Thank you so much for saying that, for sharing that. I'm so happy I was able to do that for you, and I'm so happy that you came in here today and told me that. Janus, one of the best videos I've seen on you is the short that you made about confidence. Yeah, man, I just uploaded that one today. Thank you. I guess after 5 years of doing this, I'm hitting my stride. Thank you, man. I'm really happy. Like, I really see the shorts. The most important thing about the shorts is, like, again, like, is YouTube is actually, like, I'm actually reaching a far greater audience with them. And I'm able to just, like, get to the point, and people seem to appreciate that. Thank you, Janus. Or he can eat raw meat and be natural like Luther King. I know for a fact that you're joking, right? Michael, great advice. Agreed. Six pack is not that important. I'm 179. What is a good lean weight for that height? 179. It depends on your. I'm gonna assume you're talking about having an aesthetically pleasing physique, muscular. I would say like lean weight 83, 84. I also sent it to friends and my girlfriend. Thank you, Giannis. Thank you, man. That really means a lot. Like, um, I cannot overstate how big of a deal it is that if you're sharing my content with others, like if 10 people would do that every day, I would blow up so bad. Thank you, man. Only thing I can cook decent is eggs, sausages, and cheese on it. Well, it tastes good. But see, that's bullshit, Lapuna. Like a lot of men always say that, like I can't cook. They're acting like cooking is this acquired skill. Like like I can't fly a plane. Cooking is literally downloading a recipe and following the steps. Like you're telling me that you can't cut an onion, you can't cut a piece of garlic, you can't, like it's really just like following the steps, reading the recipe, and just do it. You can cook, man. Stop making excuses, Playboy. I mean, that short you made about confidence is one of the best videos I've seen on YouTube. I wish I could talk with so much confidence as you. Thank you, man. That really, I really have no words for that. Thank you. Papuna, I'm Dominican. I'm full of recipes if you need any to impress your girl. Giselle, estaba en tu isla como 5 veces. Estaba en Cadarrete, en Sosua, en Don Julio, en Las Terranas, Santo Domingo, obvio, Punta Cana. Me encanta la República Dominicana. You still like in the top 5 to 10% body, I think. My body. On a global scale, sure, yeah. I think I'm in the top 10% in the world, for sure, yeah. Is 1 meter 79 considered short in your country? No. Oh my God, voice got got higher. Volume skyrocketed. Is it? Oh man, is it good now? Sorry about that. My microphone has a mind of its own. Hey Michael, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your generous contribution. Really means a lot. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Norway. Hey, I'm watching a Norwegian film as we speak. The movie's called the stuttering the Troll. It's an awesome movie. It's on Netflix. It's brand new too. Is anything I'm doing brand new? Who knows that Drake song? That's one of his songs before he got signed. Drake, brand new, good song. Um, Thank you so much, Michael. Tak tak, as they say in Norway, I think. By the way, guys, for those who don't know, I spend most of my time coaching people privately. So I do this, but then in person, well, on video chat. All of my clients are international, different time zones, and I help people overcome their anxiety. I teach them self love. I basically mentor them into creating a better environment, a better reality, better life for themselves. Now, if this is something that you are looking to do or trying to do, and you need some help, you can email me. This is my email, lorenz.dries@gmail.com. Hit me up if you're trying to make it happen. It might be the most boring World Cup in history, but only the result is playing entertaining. Spain was playing pretty damn good, man. Before they got kicked out by Morocco, France was playing pretty damn good. I mean, huh? I don't know. October is when Drake was fired. Yeah, Drake used to be really good. It's true. Long time ago. Long time ago. The thing is, I followed this World Cup. I think a lot more than I did last. What was I doing last World Cup? I was living in Barcelona, and I wasn't watching that many games. So yes, I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of videos on YouTube. Mm. By the way, guys, hit the thumb up if you haven't yet. Always greatly appreciated if you guys want to support these lives, support the channel, and hitting that thumb doesn't cost a thing. My love don't cost a thing. How many clients do you got right now? I am looking at 11 clients right now. So I'm getting pretty close to like reaching the limit, because there's only that much emotional bandwidth and time that I have, uh, you know, to deal with all these people's problems and to really, my strongest feature is my empathy. and I cannot really do more than 4 clients in a day, and each client gets 2 video calls per week. So you do the math. Um, uh, where the crawdads sing today was okay. That's a movie, not movies I usually watch the boat, but worth a try. Papuna, check this one out. The Pale Blue Eye. It's coming out December 26th, I think, or 22nd, in like a couple of weeks. It's with Christian Bale. I'm very excited about that one, The Pale Blue Eye. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that one. Once again, by the way, I want to say welcome to the new subscribers that my shorts have lured here into my lair. Very happy to see all of you. Okay, so that movie was great. It's on Netflix right now. Anyone who wants to check it out. Where the crawdads sing. Okay, I'm gonna. Where the craw. Got it. What's it about? Mystery thriller. Okay, okay. I'm intrigued. I like mystery and I like thriller. Dale is almost every time in great movies. Yeah, honestly, I can't even think of a bad Dale movie. I can't think of one. The I don't know why I'm stuttering today, man. That Dale movie, Thor. Huh. I never watched Thor, so I don't know. I mean, I don't like any type of superhero action movie. It's not my thing. Yeah, I can't get into it. I can't. I'm sorry. I like that one with Thanos a little bit, but even then, I couldn't finish it. Eternal Outlaw. Since you like giving advice, do you agree that there's a lot of lost people these days? If so, what do you think is the cause of it? I think the majority of people are lost. The cause of the reason why people are lost, I think it is social media. Obviously, I think we have no clue yet as to how destructive social media is. Um, if any time you can invent something that plays on people's egos, you know you got something. Like for example, take the that new AI app that basically exploded in the last week, where you can like insert a picture and then the AI recreates like the AI version of you, which is like a anime cartoon version of you, and everyone is just posting them on Instagram because it's about me. People love that me, you know, like so it's anytime, and social media is the ultimate um is the ultimate social media. Oh, hold on, I got lost there. My train of thought. I remember being in Rio, and I feel like Rio is like that. They're the epitome. They're like the modern day Babylon of the world. Like no other city in the world is as lost as Rio de Janeiro in terms of like their obsession and their unhealthy relationship with social media. Um, I remember going to see the carnival in the Samba drone. So this is like this huge event. You got to pay to get in, and then they do this thing where you got this whole caravan of these carnival people doing their parade, right? And you got all these people cheering on and watching them, and all the people in the actual parade. So the actual performers were filming themselves on their phone, like they were in constant selfie mode, just filming the whole thing while they had like 60,000 people cheering them on. And I was like, this cannot be real. It's like, it's literally the same as if Messi goes to kick a free, goes to kick a corner or a free kick, and right before he's, right as he's about to do so, he pulls out his phone and he's like, you know, and and I think that they're just like the whole world is turning into that. And I don't want to be that guy that blames everything on social media, but it kind of it kind of is like a lot of it can trace back to the poison that is social media. Yeah. Have you seen the trailer to the movie The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck? Yeah, I turned it off after nine. And this is coming from someone who actually really enjoyed the book. Like I've recommended the book on here, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, over 100 times. So like I'm not a hater. On the contrary, I'm a promoter of his work. But the minute I saw the trailer, I was like, oh no, no. Such a clear money grab. We didn't need a movie. Like we really didn't. We really didn't. The book. All right, so I work with my clients, right? And I basically talk to them. I try to get them into spirituality. I try to get them into a higher learning. And I'll recommend The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And when I feel, which is often, when I feel that my clients are like it's too complex for them or they can't keep their attention on, the power of now or like it's too much, I always tell them, okay, forget about that. Just go and read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And I do that because The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is basically like it's like the power of now, but in the format of explain it to me like I'm five. Like it's the most easily digestible book in the history of books. You can just read it and you can literally finish it in 3 days if you want. It's so easy to read, which is a compliment, right? But then like to now see that like it's not that deep to make a movie out of it. And the way I saw the first 10 seconds and he's dying and it's a typical like that whole thing has been beaten to death. Like a person is dying and they're like trying to like they're holding CPR and then the voice goes like, "That's me, Michael," having a heart attack at age 35. I was like, oh, it's like deja vu, motherfucker. So fuck that movie. I won't be watching it. But hey, man, get your money. Get your money. I think one of the reasons people are lost is it's popular to reject someone because of minor discomforts, and I see they're proud of it. Yeah, we're definitely in the maximizing of our everything era, meaning that people are now trying to basically it has to be perfect. The career, the partner, the looks, everything has to be perfect. And plot twist, it's never going to be perfect. So that's why we have a lot of single and lonely motherfuckers out there who are never going to have somebody in their life because they would rather turn down than, make it work. It used to be too much to the other side. Like, for example, if you got married in the 60s and 50s and 70s, even 80s, it's like you had a shitty partner, but, you were kind of stuck with them and people made it work. Divorce wasn't really a thing. And now it's like the opposite. Like that was not the way. It's good that we moved more to the middle, but now it's just like nothing is good enough. So I'm at work, did yoga. Hey, what's up, man? Shout out to Stars on Mars. Social media is the root of so many problems these days. Yeah, you know, I really think we're gonna look back on that the way we look back on like cigarettes and shit. Like when we were still allowed to smoke inside. All right, guys, keep the questions coming. 33 minutes in. The time is now because I got a client in literally 13 minutes. We have too many options. That's the problem. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know how long you've been here, but that's what I was saying. Oh man, my Chinese restaurant just texted me back that I gotta make my order for tonight. What am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? Ah. Uh, 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 Fuck. Okay, I don't want to eat chicken. Papi Pangang? Mm, sorry, guys. I'm just googling the menu of because I got them on WhatsApp, right? My this Chinese restaurant, the best, my favorite restaurant, and I texted her like, "Can I squeeze in a dish or tonight?" And she just texted me back, but like she's like, "Yeah, but you gotta tell me now, motherfucker." Just looking at the menu. Mm, mm, uh, 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 uh. Where's the fish at? Samquak. Yeah, Samquak in Nova. Fish. Keeping it healthy. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. Why do you think narcissists, thrusters, and fake people become so successful in today's world? I know so many people who don't deserve the success they got. They're manipulative and lazy and socially grandiose, and they get rewarded for it. Because the easiest way to win people over is by basically confirming the fairy tale that they already believe in. The most uncomfortable thing you can do to a person is by denouncing what they believe in and trying to make them see the light. So the easiest way to get people on your side and to garner success is to just be like, you're right. It's not you, it's them. It's society's fault. It's your ex's fault. It's your boss's fault. Deflecting the blame. If you're gonna tell people like, it's kind of you, they're gonna be like, fuck you. So that's why. So happy I was able to catch you live today. Low main it up. Thank you, Cassell. Then your restaurant next to you. Yeah. So all right. Look, backstory. I went to literally kindergarten and like elementary school with their son of the couple that has this restaurant. It's called Golden Dragon. It's the best Chinese restaurant in the world. I'm not kidding. It's legendary. The father is from Hong Kong. The mother is Belgian from my village. When I got so I used to go on family vacations with them when I was a kid. And when I got my cancer, she would like send me three Chinese food. I could just order whatever I liked, and my mom would bring it to the hospital so I could eat it like good Chinese food, my favorite Chinese food in the hospital. So I got her WhatsApp number, so I'll text her like today. I didn't feel like cooking tonight, so I text her like, "Hey, can I uh, can I squeeze in an order for tonight?" And then she texts me back like, "Yeah, that you gotta tell me now because it's super busy." Yeah. My brother, then love in the shorts. Thank you, Gnarly. Thank you, man. What's your plan for the weekend? So tonight I'll be watching Argentina Holland, the football game. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a rest day, no gym. I've been beating my body to death. And then I'll be babysitting my brother's kids in the evening. So Saturday gonna keep it chill, calm, and then Sunday I have a basketball game in the afternoon, and that is basically it. Yeah, yeah. It's better to read the book. It's important for your brain to remember and understand. The books can help you rewire your neuron in your brain. Yeah, I've talked about that. Like I'm reading these Star Wars novels right now, and like it's not the most impressive uh like type of literature, but I find that it helps me free my mind. I started listening to Andrew Uderman's pod. Yeah, you should. It's amazing. Shout out to Andrew Uderman. He's really good, really good. But you gotta like listening to a pod by him is like you're going to class. You gotta lock in. You really gotta lock in. Um, by the way, guys, as it's coming to an end because I gotta go coach a client, I still have open slots for a new client. So if anybody is looking to work with me, this is my email address, lorenz.dries@gmail.com. If you are looking to hire me, work with me as your coach, as your mentor, third video call twice a week, and daily text messages, send me an email, hit me up, and we can see if we can work together and make it happen. So don't hold back, don't be shy. Stars on Mars. I love your hat, man. Look at that fucking grizzly. It will tear anyone and anything into smithereens. Yeah, this is the greatest sports logo ever invented. That's why I got it. And I stand on that. It's, I love vintage like sportswear, but then like I love the NBA even more than anything because I play basketball my whole life and this is like you feel me. Like that comment tells me you understand me because when I was like I need that logo. I need that logo on the hat because it's so badass. It's like a raw grizzly just coming at you. And I'm glad that you can also appreciate that, man. That's awesome. That's dope. Chicago Bulls got the cleanest logo. You know what? I'm not gonna argue on that. Your Chicago Bulls is also fucking amazing, but it's so mainstream. Like it's like it's everywhere. Like so, if you're wearing a Chicago Bulls hat, there's nothing unique about that. And I like to sometimes stand out a little bit with my fashion choices. I don't want to just be one in the pack, and that's kind of the case with the Chicago Bulls hat. But I agree, you're right. Then there's a reason why it's so popular, Michael Jordan, and the fact that it's such a good logo. But you're right. Have a good day, everyone. Hopefully, I'll catch you next live. Te deseo un gran día, Giselle. Un abrazo grande. Yeah. But you're right, Eternal. I can't argue on that, buddy. Guys, I got to go. My client is waiting for me. Well, in 4 minutes, I got to talk to him. It was a great live. Once again, anybody trying to reach out to me and hire me as our coach, you can send me an email at lorenz.dries@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Original Toronto Raptors is also amazing. I agree. Before I go, David Harris, you want to know the backstory behind the Toronto Raptors? Like why they were named the Raptors and yeah, why they even went with a Raptor? So I thought it was really interesting. So, as you may or may not know, the Toronto Raptors are a so called expansion team, meaning that they were not included in the original list of teams when the ABA converged into the NBA. And so, when Toronto got its own team and they had to decide on what to call the team, this was literally the year that Jurassic Park came out. So how dope is that? And dinosaurs and the popularity of dinosaurs were at an all time high. And that's why they went with the Toronto Raptors because of fucking Jurassic Park. Hey, talk about one of the dopest logos ever, man. That's also like I'm a sucker for logos. What can I say? Good logos. But yeah, that is the story behind that. All right, guys, that's it. I really gotta go now. Thank you so much for sticking around. Oh, and the camera died. It's meant to be. Peace.